anyways, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, that I always call it in my book, I call it the fake phone call 101, acting 101. Yes. But if somebody makes you uncomfortable, just merely pick up your phone.
Even
politely.
if you're walking in a parking lot and somebody, you can feel they're looking weird, boom, the cell phone.
And politely say it, so you don't want to be rude and say, excuse me, get up and leave.
Here's a trick I do, like if I feel someone's about to approach me to panhandle me and they look a little weird and I don't want to deal with it, not only do I do the cell phone thing, I do the angry cell phone thing.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're putting out anger and your posture changes, boom, they'll leave you alone.
Right.
That is true.
And it's funny, what I talk about in my book, too, I always say that if somebody is making you feel funny, like Jennifer was saying, your sixth sense or women's intuition, there's something wrong. Mm-hmm. And if they appear like they want something from you, they do. It is as simple as that. Do not second guess yourself. Mm-hmm. Do not second judge your own feelings. If somebody is behaving inappropriately or even trying to be super nice to get to know you, to want to start a relationship with you, or just to quote unquote be your friend, and you feel uncomfortable, there's a reason for that.
The same thing we were talking about. What's his name that did the Debbie Boone song? People in this
Joseph
town,
Brooks.
especially, the hot women are trying to get jobs, and I can help you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously, nobody in this town helps you without wanting something.
It's the oldest dodge in the book.
Exactly.
There's a hidden agenda, and I think even if somebody's telling you they want to help you or be your friend or whatever, there's a hidden agenda. They want something from you, or there's a romantic, prurient interest that's lying behind it or underneath it.
But I always felt that song was creepy anyways.
And
now we know it's a stalker
now
song.
we know why. You light up my life. Yeah.
Come
you
on,
give me
it's a
hope.
stalker
It does take
song.
on new meaning all of a sudden.
Here's another one in that realm. Sting's big song that people play at weddings all the time, and he says he originally
I'll be watching
wrote it.
you.
Oh, Every Breath You Take.
Every Breath You Take.
Yes.
And he said,
I was listening to that the other day thinking the exact same thing.
he says, I wrote it as a stalker song. Like, you're kind of over the edge. And he goes, and then people have it at their weddings, and I'm mortified.
That's what he said.
Really?
I remember reading that article, and he was like, I don't know why people are using this. If you really listen to the words, it's completely inappropriate.
Because no one really listens to the words. That's
But
the problem.
that Debbie Boone song, what is the next line? It's you light up my life. You give me hope to carry on.
To call for your number to get you to come back to my place and see my Oscar.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's horrible.
So funny. But anyways, now you have do you have like a Flickr, a Facebook, MySpace, anything like that for people to
time to promote.
See about
Push
your
it.
career and all that kind of stuff?
I'm on Facebook all the time, and that's relatively new to me. I had done the MySpace thing and just didn't dig it. But I'm on Facebook.
Now, why didn't you dig the MySpace?
It just didn't feel like home, like what you were talking about. I don't know.
Huh.
But Facebook, I think, I don't know, something about like reading the updates and everything. You can just look at your main page and see kind of what people you hang out with.
I always hear is people say, I can't stand that when I go to somebody's page on MySpace, they have a profile song. Like, that's what they hate.
There were a lot of really cheesy,
But see, I love profile songs because I'm ancient, and I would go, oh, here's a new song that I haven't heard, and I kind of use like people's profile songs as a way to stay current.
Oh, really?
Yes, I heard of MIA as a profile song. A friend of mine had Bucky Dun Gun, that song by MIA, which I thought was fantastic.
I heard that Dandy Warhols through that.
See,
now
it was a profile song.
Right. But I don't even pick my own profile song. My webmaster does it, so it doesn't. I don't even know what they're going to be.
Yeah.
So it's so crazy. Now, what about you? Have
so it sounds like it was his space, not your space.
Yeah, it's what it is. It is his space, and my image is his space.
How about this? I want to talk about again. Now, you guys talked about Son of a Beach, where your paths crossed. How about this? The Hawaiian Tropic. Were you in some sort of Hawaiian Tropic beauty contest?
Yeah, that's actually where I got a stalker too. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was 28 before I did that. I had never even seen a bikini contest, but yeah, I did that, and I think it was the very last regional competition in Texas, and went to Vegas the next week. And then that's kind of how I ended up.
And Candace did a beauty
that's
pageant at
awesome.
one point, too, later in your career.
Yeah, absolutely. I did the Hawaiian Tropic, and I had a great time. Went to Vegas, and we got to see all the shows and meet some great girls, really, really nice girls. So it was a wonderful experience. And I wanted to get in your charities real quick, too, because it's always really important to me. You have animal charities that you're interested in, right?
I do. I've always had a love for animals. And the best organization that I've ever worked with, quite honestly, in that regard, is In Defense of Animals.
In Defense of
IDA,
Animals.
yeah.
Okay.
Is
there a website?
Website or
In Defense of Animals. I think it's IDA.org.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've even looked at the website. They do so many different things, but you'll, like in LA, you'll turn on the news and there's always the stuff going on with the elephants in the LA Zoo. My friend Bill is usually the one that's speaking.
Oh,
That's
really?
us, right?
So they don't treat the elephants well at the zoo? Or?
Elephants are not made for
Zoos.
for concrete, for small spaces, small enclosed spaces. They actually communicate through their hooves. So when you damage their hooves,
What?
they have
I did not know
They pick
this.
up
They
vibration.
communicate with their hooves?
They pick up vibration. They make the sounds, obviously, and then they pick the vibration up. The elephants do with their hooves, and that's how they communicate miles and miles away, and that's how they do it out in the wild.
Wait.
And so
Did you guys get what I just
Do
said?
Yeah.
you want to have Chinese for lunch?
Oh my god,
That's what I thought it was. Yeah.
that was awesome. Wait.
No, I'd rather have Italian.
Are you mocking the elephants?
I'm not. I'm sympathy with the elephants.
So, but IDA does that. They do things all over the world. A lot of educational programs that are really good. They don't just throw paint on people who wear fur. They actually, we do, peaceful protests and marches.
That should be
and
their
education.
slogan. We don't just throw paint.
We don't just throw paint, exactly. They work with kids and grassroots levels. They do things with chimpanzees and primates all over the world.
Oh, it's amazing. So you would know, do you know Alana Curry?
Yeah.
She's really into animal rights as
In fact,
well.
she took us to a shelter, right? We went to an
Yeah,
animal
Oh, really?
rights-
What
yeah.
shelter?
The Burbank Animal
Burbank
Shelter,
Animal Shelter.
and we donated all sorts of pet products and food
Very
and all that
cool.
kind of stuff. And she's a vegan. Are you vegetarian?
I'm supposed to be. I'm
supposed
I am
to
from
be.
Texas, but
Bacon tastes good.
well,
Bacon, the conversion meat.
Jesus. I don't so much eat anything pig anymore. And I've never had lamb or.
You just like
I'm
fish.
sorry, lamb I do. Veal I don't.
Right. Fish, chicken.
I eat mostly fish and chicken now, but
Right.
for most of my life I did eat meat.
It's okay to eat fish because they don't have any feelings.
Yeah, right.
That's Kurt Cobain, Nirvana.
Oh, is that
It's a lyric.
in what song?
I believe it's in Under the Bridge. His song Under the Bridge.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder why he
Learn
was
something every day. Right?
Yeah, I was about to say, well, I guess they do have feelings, though. Anyways.
Well, that's what they have feelers. They have feelers.
Feelers,
Those little things that come out.
antenna.
Antenna.
That would be lobster, shellfish.
lobster.
have
Do you remember when
antenna.
Mary Tyler Moore freed the lobster from that restaurant in New York?
I vaguely remember that. I used
Yeah.
to stay up
I
late
don't
and watch
remember that
that.
at all.
She did. She freed it, and then the lobster actually went in the square, did a circle, and threw its hat up, like right in the middle of the square.
please.
Da-da-da. No, but you made me think that like 2 weeks ago there was talk about trivia. There was an article about a restaurant in New York, and they freed like 100-year-old lobster from.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Yeah. So I didn't realize they lived that long.
Hey, I wanted to bring something up.
Oh, go for it.
We're at the point in our show where we do Hottie Help Mistakes. And I had a Hottie Help mistake that a friend of mine did. She accepted the friendship of this gal on Facebook. And the gal's profile really was, all her profile pictures were all of her dressed in scantily clad outfits.
Tell everybody what hottie out mistakes are, though, so they know.
Okay. Hottie Help Mistakes are when we talk about something on the air and you still don't get it.
Right. We catch you.
And we catch you, and so we bring it in here and we shame you in front of the world. But she accepted a friendship of this person on Facebook. Did not know at all the lady is dressed in all these provocative outfits, right? And she's like, okay, whatever. Well, here the lady starts trying to get her to become a swinger.